Well, manufacturing is big business in Greater Lafayette. Founded in 1985, Wabash National Corporation is North America's leading producer of semi-trailers and liquid transportation systems. And more than 90 years ago, Illinois-based Caterpillar opened its doors in Lafayette. CAT is the world's leading manufacturer of construction and mining equipment, diesel and natural gas engines, industrial gas turbines, and diesel electric locomotives. Well, the only Subaru plant outside of Japan is located in Lafayette. 29 years ago, the first Legacy rolled off the line of what was Subaru Isuzu Automotive. Today, Subaru of Indiana Automotive employs more than 5,600 workers and is home to three other models, the Outback, the Impreza, and Ascent. In the past 5 years, SIA has added 2,000 plus jobs and invested some $1.4 billion to expand capacity. Senior Executive Vice President Tom Easterday has been with SIA since day one. He'll be hanging up his coat in a couple of months, retiring, but he's here now to talk about the company's impact on Lafayette, the greater Lafayette area, and the state of Indiana. Tom, as always, thanks for being here.
Thank you, Gary.
I mentioned those numbers, up over 5,000, 5,600 employees at the plant. Talk about your production levels.
Absolutely. This year we're going to build over 380,000 units, and with a full year of Ascent production next year, that'll go over 400,000. And we've got over 40 suppliers in the state of Indiana, so they're all ramping up production too.
And that, I think, is a point that can't be overemphasized. There is a supplier network that really, when we talk about economic impact, extends throughout the state.
Absolutely. The Center for Automotive Research said that we have an economic multiplier of 11.4. So for every one job we create at Subaru of Indiana Automotive, we create 11.4 jobs in Indiana's economy. Very high economic multiplier.
And it seems like you can't build vehicles fast enough.
We have great associates, and they build a lot of quality into our vehicles, and they're working a lot of overtime right now. And that's because in the month of August, Subaru set an all-time record for sales. And our market share for Subaru in the last 10 years has gone from 1.2% to 4.3%.
Wow.
So with that, our production volume has continued to go up.
Getting new models, new work, very important over the years to growing things here. And I know some of the big news here was the production of the Ascent.
Yes, we began Ascent production on May 7th, and it's the biggest Subaru ever built. It's got a 260 horsepower turbocharged engine. It can seat up to 8 passengers. If you have captain's chairs, it seats 7. It's got 19 cup holders, and it could have as many as 8 USB ports. Plus, it's got all the great safety features that are on Subarus, like the eyesight collision avoidance system.
Obviously, demand is driving the investment, the workforce, all those types of things. But this is a testament to these numbers, to the workforce here in the greater Lafayette area.
Oh, absolutely it is. And Indiana has been known for manufacturing for a long time. You go all the way back to Elwood Haynes and the creation of the Ascent company to make gasoline-powered cars. And, you know, Indiana's the most intensive state for manufacturing in the country, and because of that, there's not only that great heritage, but also a great desire to do well in manufacturing. And training programs, particularly working with state government on some of the training programs of the last few years, have really done well for manufacturers in Indiana and for SIA.
What's going to be key to those growth opportunities?
Well, I think number one, we've got to bring more people into the state of Indiana. Number two, we've got to keep those talented people that we have, and I think there are programs both on the state level and locally here to try and accomplish that. One thing that we've been trying to do and we've been working with the state on is bringing people that are leaving the military and bringing them here to work. We know that they know the work ethic, and certainly they're going to do a good job for us, and they have done a great job for us.
Final question for you. You are calling it quits. You're going to retire after being here at day one, some 30 years on the job. What's next for Tom Easterday?
Well, I'm a lifelong Hoosier, so I'll stay in the state of Indiana, spend more time with the family, obviously, but also devote a lot of time to nonprofit organizations. I've been a Special Olympics coach for over 20 years, continue to do that. Also work with IU Health on their board, and certainly work with the Boy Scouts. I'm very active in that too. So that and maybe some other nonprofit work. Glad
you're staying here. You've had a tremendous impact not only in the company but the community as well.
Thank
Tom
you very
Easterday,
much, Gary.
thanks very much.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
All right.